Hello, hello, hello. Test, test. Okay, Doug. We're gonna start. You're gonna go sit with.
No, no, no. I'm trying to get a hold of Ryan, who's putting on the VDC.
Oh, okay. Okay, brother.
So I can get you in.
That's Doug, by the way. Okay, here, Yashika. Back to another segment. Pursuit of Perfection with me and Yashika.
Welcome back, everyone. And we really get good response from the last one we did.
Oh, that was great. That was great. I think
And
Yashika hit about 150,
close to
150,
that.
like roughly in that 1 week span.
And I really want to say thank you to everyone who supported us and give us so many good views. So today we are gonna interview Ernell. You want me to feel
Shoot
like
for it,
superstar?
Yashika. Yes, shoot for it. You go ahead.
Okay.
Ask away.
Ernell is a person who is, keeping everyone together. So I remember I met Ernell through Chris, and you can get the autograph.
That was Daryl. Daryl was saying something.
He wants our autograph. Okay, so I met Ernell through Crystal, and I met so many people through him. And he's a good guy who keeps everyone together.
But I think they actually call me the premier of the group, right? We have a
Yeah,
little bit of we have a small group here,
yeah,
and we call
yeah,
it the click. And
yeah.
click means, I think they capture it by saying click as in like a camera. It takes a picture of you, but that moment is your friends. So
It's a little gang. We chill together. We go for lunch, dinner, so many places.
good
Today,
people like Sean, right?
good people like Sean. For the people who don't know, Ernell did have surgery last year. This year,
I did.
actually,
So it was, I had a
in
venture.
January
Yeah,
21. I remember.
it wasn't fun. I had issues with my colon and stomach, and I just didn't really enjoy that phase while I was going through that. Same time, it was sad, it was bad, it wasn't my thing, and I just didn't like that. It just wasn't a good feeling. So
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But I'm sorry that happened to you. But
thank you.
it's really good to see you back in the gym, and you
I
are
think Sean's waiting
getting
for the
back.
upload on the weekend, right? Sean?
So tell me one thing, Ernell. How was gym a part in your recovery?
I think gymming has just been always been fun for me, health wise, venture wise. As we age is a big factor. When I was in my 30s, raising kids, I wasn't taking care of myself. I let myself go. It wasn't fun because you're not eating the way you're supposed to eat. You're eating so much garbage. Until this day, I still eat garbage, and I don't mean to say it that way, but garbage is junk. Stuff that we are high in salts, high in sugars, because Yashika says sugar's out of our lives, right? But that's how it is. It just wasn't fun, and for me to get back on track, I had to motivate myself. I looked past my issues. So my dad had issues with the stomach, and I think that would travel back in our genetics. So like my brother has issues, my grandmother had issues, and down the family tree, and it wasn't fun. So at that point, I had to do something about it. So I started looking at myself. I said, okay, I'm hitting 40, and when I hit 40, I think I gotta start acting better, behaving better. And it wasn't easy, and it still ain't easy. But at the same time, I got a lot of feedback from a lot of people here. That's a short term, anyways. I can keep going.
Well, it's good to see you back, and you recovered in very short period of time, I must say.
It was actually funny because this reversal surgery that I had, Yashika's birthday was on that day, and
So we
then
remember the
yeah,
dates.
we have a chat group, and then they were all greeting Yashika, and I was in pain, but I'm like, happy birthday, Yashika. So we don't forget our friends, and that's the main thing, and the camaraderie of having friends is great, right?
So let's shift the gears and let's move to the good part. So Ernal, you are like my elder brother, and I am
In
very
Filipino, they say kuya.
kuya. So you are my kuya,
I
and
think
I
Jenny
am
calls me kuya too.
kuya, yeah. And I am younger than everyone in our group, right? So tell me, for what you can say to younger generation, how important is to stay fit in your upcoming years.
I don't think like for a younger generation, it should be easier to eat healthier. But then a lot of people say I'll have a Monday to Friday of eating healthy, and then they'll have a cheat day. Um, for me, I think it's
Imagine
easier.
the weekend is taking over
That's the
than
problem.
your
That's the problem. I see a lot of people nowadays, right, Regano, that they'll eat
I
Monday to
was
Friday.
doing that, and put me so many weeks back, so I had to put stop there.
But it's good that you've been following that. I think Yashika's been following a really good margin of eating healthy, right?
Yeah, I'm trying, but of course. And Durgana, she is the lifter of our group. She just cheer us from the back. But huge thanks to her. Say hi, hi.
She's our cheerleader in the back.
Yeah,
I think
she is the back of our podcast. I
there was a
think.
few of them that were watching. Sean was watching earlier.
Yeah, maybe for a
We
minute.
also have our friend Doug. Doug was watching. So shout out to Doug.
Yeah,
You know.
and next week we are gonna have Chris. She promised
Oh,
me
did she?
she'll stay. Yeah.
Okay, so the more the merrier, right? And
Okay.
that's gonna be fun. All right, we're here with Willie Arnell.
Willie Joe Flat.
So Willie, I've noticed a long time ago. Willie's been, he gives her over here. Like he'll start off with tons of exercises, and this guy's a beast. Like he's done stuff that I don't know that I've never seen a lot of people here work out because this is a gym that not a lot of people do a lot of pumps with, right?
Yeah.
So I would have pictured you to be like at
Well,
like at Good Life stuff like that has like a big.
yeah, I also train at the YMCA for the aquatic facilities there as well. But this is, I'd say, more of a beginner gym. And if you're unfamiliar with things, it's a good place to get started. I like to switch up my training routines. It's not good to keep doing the same thing. And using free weights all the time is hard on your joints. So the machines that Planet Fitness has to offer is a good alternative to just taking time off. So
Nice, nice. And what so on a typical day? I mean, a typical week. Let's say we took Sunday to the Saturday and Sunday. But if we took on Sunday all the way to Saturday, how would your splits go?
So I would typically do 3 days on with a day off, or 4 days with 2 days. I kind of go to how I feel, depending to how my workouts are and how my work was during the week too, because I work construction, so that takes a big part of my energy. Um, but rest is very important. That's when the growth happens and the repair. The training just makes it activated. The rest is when you actually grow. So you got to remember to rest, and that's probably my biggest struggle is taking some time off.
So I guess addiction gets you once in a while, eh? Addiction is in the gym.
Yeah,
Right.
like when you work out, at the end of your workout, your body's releasing dopamine and serotonin, which are things when you people use substances or drink, they get released to make them feel good. So yeah, it becomes addictive, and when you go every day, your body gets used to that, especially if you have a routine and you go to the set time. So when you get off your routine, you feel it. You feel it mentally. You feel kind of drained, even though you haven't exercised. So
Yeah, because I see you like you just push. You give her, you push, and I see you exhale, relax a bit, but then you're back at it. You're back at like you don't put a lot of time on that thought. You just go and you destroy the machine that you're with. Or
yeah,
you're working on like say you're doing right now. You're doing some. What were you doing before?
I was doing my lower chest on decline flies, and today's the chest day. We were talking earlier about cardio. I don't really do much cardio, just to avoid the stress on my knees and such. But I'll do
Is your
circuit
knees is
training.
your knees kind of just weaker or?
Yeah, just years of football. Like I've been working out since I was 14. I just turned 42, so it's a lot of experience.
When was your birthday?
Yeah, yesterday was my birthday.
Happy birthday, brother!
Thank you,
birthday.
thank you.
Happy birthday to Willie.
42 years young.
What did you do? Anything?
I had beef Wellington. Had a big dinner. It was nice. Yeah. So
Is it how often do you eat garbage? Like we're referring to garbage as junk.
probably I don't know. It's hard to say. Some days like I'll go like a week without any junk food, and then sometimes I'll like every second day I'll pig out on some Doritos and some Reese's cups, some ice cream.
Very nice.
I kind of have I don't believe in dieting. Everyone is different. You got to find what works for you.
And today we're talking about Willie. So Willie's regimen consists of
Yeah.
what? Like how do you start your morning?
So I start my morning usually with the protein shake and some fruit in there, and then granola bar, and then a couple hours. I'll if I have time to prep something before work, I'll have like an egg sandwich or something like that.
Oh wow!
Or
So you're
hit the
getting a lot of
drive-thru at
protein.
Timmy's.
You're getting a lot of protein.
Yeah, protein is super. I don't count calories or that, but I count my protein. I try to get like 200 to 220 grams a day. If you want,
And how does it go? Does it go by like say how much you're weighing? Is that how much you're going?
yeah,
for?
essentially. So if you want to hit 220 pounds, that's your target weight. you want to make sure you're getting a minimum of 220 grams of protein, 1 gram per pound a day. If you listen to any bodybuilders, they can tell you all the different training, all the different supplements, the different cheating. But if you do not eat and you do not write, you will not grow.
So 20 grams per pound.
1 gram per
One,
pound.
1 gram per pound.
Yeah.
But you're averaging at about what?
So I want to hit 220, and I'm kind of like getting stuck around 210. So I think I need to even take in some more. But yeah, so I want to get to 220 pounds. I need to have a daily intake of 220 grams.
Wow, that's solid.
Watch the protein shakes. Otherwise, it's a lot of eggs and chicken and.
And then for supplement wise, what are we looking at? Like, are you taking protein, creatine,
Yes, absolutely.
glutamine?
Yeah. Glutamine you can get if you eat lots of yogurt and cottage cheese
So
stuff
you
like
can
that.
you can minimize glutamine out of your
Yeah.
your
But
supplements.
it's important. They're all building blocks, right? And you are what you eat. I take the protein supplements because of the amount of protein I need. It's really hard to get in food and really expensive.
Wow.
But like other things that are important is BCAAs, amino acids. These are amino acids our body can't produce, so we need them.
So any
In a supplement.
from a young dude or a young lady doing workouts and to an older dude and an elder lady, you would still refer them to take their BCAs.
Yeah. Like BCAAs.
It won't put
Creatine.
pressure on their heart. Nothing.
No, like these are healthy things that we need that we would find in food, but aren't abundant in our food anymore. So we need to get them from a supplement to get the proper amounts.
Wow. Well, thanks, Willie. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then what about for how does your evening persist? Like, say after you, so you work first and then you'll go to the gym, or you'll gym first.
Yeah. So man, it kind of varies. Once again, I go according to how I'm feeling and my energy, but I like to have a workout in the morning before work. It's a better workout, more energy for it. But if I have to, I'll come train in the evenings. That's another reason I'm here at Planet Fitness is because of the 24 hours that they have to offer.
Is it 24 hours? 24 or 5, right?
24 or 5.
But you don't come on the weekends.
Weekends usually kind of rest for me, so
Okay. But you'll see them at the odd time. You'll
Yeah.
come in, right?
if I'm bored.
And we're also gonna get a segment of Willie doing some of his workouts. Probably what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Good Life, right? I talked to my buddy, my friend Ronica. She
Okay.
works at Good Life. She's gonna give us a week pass, and then we're gonna do what we're gonna do is we're gonna add Willie splits, and we're gonna see what you do, what triggers your favorite workouts,
All right.
right? And then that way you guys can see more of Willie.
I'll bring the heat. Don't you worry.
Thanks, brother. Thank
All
you
right.
for
Thank
sharing.
you for having me.
Yeah,
All right.
appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Well, Dragana said that she's looking forward to summer. Right?
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming, but soon.
Yeah, today's not summer though. Eh?
Today is not summer.
And then I don't know. I just find that we have a lot in store for you guys. So there's gonna be a lot of segments where we're gonna be interviewing different people.
Yes, so stay tuned, stay in touch with us, and next week we are coming with the new guest who also did so much in her journey.
I think Ashika's gonna be actually interviewing her on that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
and then-
that's it for today.
Okay.
And thank you everyone.
Thank you.